Okay, and we are live. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you're part of the world. It is another Arena Kings. I'm playing Paul from SPB again. I'm not going to go into this D4 Queen's Indian stuff that I played against him without success in the past. First game, this is a 5-0 Arena Kings. Gotta say, the 5-0 Arena Kings are much tougher, at least I think, because you don't get that many games in. Once more, the margin for error, I talk about this a lot in these Arena Kings, it's small when you're playing 5-0 with 2 hours, because, you know, compared to 1 minute, just not that many games you can get in. So, very important to get a streak, start out well, strike fast, strike strong. Cobra Kai. Okay, let's go knight bd2. I'm going to try for this plan, rook e1 and e4. Hello to everyone in the chat. I don't think there's hardly anyone in the chat right now. Wave at me if you're there. I do know I'm live right now at least, so that's helpful. Okay, can I play e4? I'd really like to break in the center with e4, but whether it's a good idea at this juncture is debatable. Probably not. I'm going to play knight e5 to try to get in e4 a bit later. Oh, hey guys, you are in the chat. My chat just wasn't updating. I apologize. I didn't mean to ignore anyone. Let's advance. Hey, James Ramsden. Hey, Turnip Swagger. Hey, Intel Escape. Back to Enorf. Shay Amon, Bronx Defense. Hey, Chess Bay. Yeah, I am sorry. I just did not get the chat going here. I had an old version of the chat that was not updating. Okay. So I have an IQP on d4, but let's see what we can do with this. Maybe queen d5. Yeah, that's a good move by him. He's going to try for an edge here, like a strategic edge, but like he'll probably go knight d7 now. Hey, Morpheus Mayhem. Hey, DC Hunter. Yeah, I didn't really get much out of this, guys. Those are the breaks sometimes. Let's do this. So if he takes, I wonder if I can play d5 here. That's probably my only attempt to try to avoid a slightly worse position. I might have an advantage after this, in fact, because otherwise he's going to settle his queen back on d5. He's going to blockade the d-pawn, restrict, later destroy. But this way, I actually come out with a structural advantage. He's going to take, I win a pawn here. Takes d1, I take here, check. Okay, you can play bishop here. But I am now up. I am the proud owner of an extra pawn in this situation. Bishop e3, or do I play bishop f4? Which one? Let's play bishop f4. You can play g5, but I'm going to play bishop e3, and then I'm going to try to claim that g5 is a weakness. Yeah, a more UK-friendly time, yes. The last event was not a UK-friendly time, I fully admit. Out of my control. So if I take rook takes f2, king h1, he takes on there. Yeah. For d5, he takes f2 first. That's no good for me. So yeah, let's do this as planned. James, thank you for the subscription. 4 months in a row. Twitch Prime. Thanks a lot, James. Okay, so rook here is an option. I don't really want to waste time defending this weakling pawn. I think that's the wrong strategy. I think go after this, now that I've induced that pawn to advance. And if he plays h6, I can think about rook d6. I do have to be aware that he might double rooks on the second rank if he gets the chance, because that's a situation where he might be down a pawn or two and he may not care. All right, so big decision. Do I play rook d6 or not? Rook d6, he takes. I take, he plays rook e2. Gets a lot of counterplay there. I'm gonna do this. I know I said this is what I wanted to avoid, but I think I kind of have to play this way. H4. All right, let's bring up the king for now. Time's going to be quite a big factor. Yeah, let's play e4. Let's try to advance a little bit. Guard the second rank. Nursing this extra pawn. Can check on f5. Doesn't appear to do much. I can check here, but he plays king e7, I guess. Let's go h4. Got to start making some headway against Mr. Paul. You guys got any plans for this weekend? How's your weekend shaping up? Let's put this pawn here. Now I have an idea of like rook g2, rook g6. Yeah, I think this is useful. Just try to deliver a check at some stage. He's got to watch his king safety a little bit too. Okay, so now I can check and attempt to... Or do I check on f5? Take. All right, I'm going to go for the easy option, I think, which is this. And then here. And try to check here. King d6, rook f5. You can play king e6 then, huh? Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, he's just kind of holding here. There, take, there. That doesn't help. Okay, let's go here. All right, I gotta make a decision. Decision must be made. I don't really see how to play this for a win. So again, I might have a draw with Mr. Paul. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, up a pawn there, but that was kind of tricky. A lot of those positions are theoretical draws, and I used too much time. Yeah, I know, James. I know, time. Well, first game draw. Didn't lose. But yeah, I wish I could have prosecuted that advantage a little bit better. Okay, Swiss Gambit, you know, take a half point in the first round. Thanks, DJ Barks. Oh, hello to you, DJ Barks. One of my students. Hope you're doing well, Dalton. Okay, yeah, so let's play e3 against the Benko. Develop. I had this in the other Arena Kings recently. Let's play a4. a4 is always handy. Oh, I should get my Streamlabs going so I know what these notifications are. So I'm not flying blind here. Let's take that. Go e4. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this e3 variation. I like this line. Knight g4, that's a typical maneuver. I think I'm going to go here so as to discourage him from settling on e5. Okay, now I could play e5 directly, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, queen a5 doesn't greatly worry me, so let's play e5. Could also play h3 first, but I think I like just e5 directly. I'm hoping his e7 pawn is weak in the end. Carlos Hernandez. Oh, wow, that was a big donation. I'm glad I pulled up Streamlabs. Carlos donated $50. He said, thank you for all the great content. Carlos, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's a very big donation, very generous of you. Thanks, man. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, queen back here to defend d6. Let's do this now. Kick the knight away. Could maybe play knight h6, but no, he's going to take. Okay, we're going to get some trades. Yeah, that was an awesome donation. Appreciate the love, guys. Always. So, still nursing my extra pawn here. If queen e2, knight d3, I guess I can just take. Yeah, let's do that. Try to load up against e7. That's the plan. Ah, knight c2. Clever. I guess it's not that big of a deal, though. Yeah, let's just step here. Knight d4, queen e4. Wow, this feels like so much time. It's so luxurious compared to 3-0 or especially 1-0, the bullet. What a privilege to play 5-minute chess. Okay, so yeah, he's defending here. Thinking about rook e1. I'm thinking about knight b5 to try to shake his defense. Knight b5 allows rook takes a4, though. I'm not sure I'm super keen on that. I mean, I win a pawn there, but I think I should probably keep the tension a little bit more. I think this move is more natural. I'd like to make him play rook e8. I feel like rook e8 is weakening. Leaves him more susceptible to d6 in the future. I mean, his star piece by far is his knight here. No doubt about that. I'd like to remove that. So that's why knight b5 is certainly coming to mind. I guess with rook e1, I can't play knight b5 as easily because rook takes a4. He's protecting, but I didn't like just trading everything down there. Okay, he plays this. So now probably taking on e7 is the way to go. And we're going to swap a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to have two connected pass pawns, which I gotta believe is worth its weight in gold here. Let's do it. So looking for trades, and I think I'll play d6 once he takes on b2. Any reason to avoid it? I don't think so. I could also check first, check, and then play d6. Maybe that's stronger. I'm not going to push the a-pawn yet. I want to use the d-pawn. If I check and then play d6, somehow... No, I'm going to play d6 right away. Yeah, I'll try to leave the check in reserve. He can play king f8. I saw that move, but I thought after something like rook c7, with the idea of rook c8 and d7, he experiences problems. So some knight d5. Knight d5 is interesting. Let's go rook c7. Seems more normal. He has knight e6 maybe. Ooh, this just loses though. Take. Because I can check and then play d7. And he can't get his king involved in the defense. Yeah, knight e2 was the decisive mistake. He might have had some chances if he brought his knight back. But all right, we're on a streak. First streak of the tournament. What are connected pass pawns? So connected pass pawns are pawns next to each other, adjacent files, supporting each other, with no opposing pass pawns in front of them. They're very strong because they can advance in tandem, ideally protecting each other. Common rule is that... Whoa, I got paired way down here. Let's play e4. Common rule is that two connect... Oh, and we got a player after my own heart. A Scandinavian player. Is he going to play the queen d8? No, he plays queen e6 check. All right. I would not recommend queen e6 check. It blocks the bishop. I mean, you can try it, but yeah, not a big fan. Let's have a little fun here. Let's give him the g2 pawn. Let's sack that guy if he wants to take it. Okay, but he's going to play that instead. Fair enough. I think now I'm going to go here and try to go after his bishop. He can't take g2. My knight's protecting it. Okay, here I can play d5. Yeah, d5 is good. Hey, hop in the DeLorean. He says, we both know queen a5 is best. You might be right about that. Okay, let's take... If he plays knight d4, I can check on a4. Knight d4 and knight b4, I can check here. Pick up the knight or pick up his queen. So yeah, he had this burst of activity at the outset, but this is the problem with this line. Let's take... Queen's under attack. I'm up 2 pieces. Bishop takes b5 is coming. He loses his queen. Hopefully I get a quick win here. All right, he resigned. All right, now here comes the tough games. Murma, 2003. Usually a d4 player. I've struggled against him in the past. But no reason the past has to be today. We've also played this line before. He plays the Dutch variation, if I recall, e3. Yep. Plays this line with a quick knight e5. Let's go here. Queen e2 and then knight e5. I still don't know how to meet this line. I'm still going to play it, though. Yeah, knight e5 coming. I haven't looked at this up still. I feel ashamed that I haven't been doing my chess homework. He plays this variation. Okay. Ooh. You guys want to see something sharp? Let's do something sharp. This is a line I played in Norway back in October of last year. Early October or late September, one of the two. Black grabs a pawn, but this is known to be dangerous for black. Like white has a lot of compensation here. But I played it in a critical game where I basically needed to win with the black pieces against a strong Norwegian IM. And I did not succeed in doing that. I lost. But I had a pretty good position. I remember the main ideas. A6 is a good move because it controls the b5 square, and you try to play for c5 is the main idea in this line. He plays bishop d3. That's usually not played. I think probably because of this. I'm happy to make this trade if he wants. Usually you want that bishop on c4 to keep pressure on e6 so you can maybe sack if you're white. So black is up a pawn, but my king is in the center. I want to try to get in c5 so I can castle. Hey, Norwegian chess giant. Thanks for taking time out of your work schedule to spectate here. Hello, Basid, and also Prosthetics and Felix Chess. Basid asked, do I have any dual commentaries coming up? No, not in the foreseeable future. Yeah, gonna get pretty busy, I'd say, into next month, especially with the World Championship coming up. But yeah, I don't have any dual commentaries lined up. Carlos999, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Okay, he plays a5. So do I trade or play c5? I think probably trade. Trade and then play c5. Yeah. Let's do that. So I can prep castling and block his dark square bishop. That's the main idea of this. That fat kid says, hey, John, going to have to catch this in the archive, but good luck, and donates 1,000 bits. Thank you, that fat kid. Thanks for that generous bit donation. And, yep, this will be in the archives for sure. Okay, do I take? I think so. And I can reinforce with rook c8, so no big deal. Also, I can reinforce with knight to d7, too. Which maybe I should do immediately, huh? And get ready to castle. I like this move. I'm almost there. I'm almost ready to castle to safety. Yeah, he's going to do some tactics. So if I castle, his idea is rook takes d7. All right, so let's play this one, shall we? So he's using some little tactics to kind of keep me in the center for another couple moves. It is move 19, and I haven't got my king to safety yet, but one more move, and I'm otherwise solid. So he needs to come up with something fast, which I don't really see what he can do here. Maybe knight d4, idea knight b3, but I think that's coming up a little short. Plays bishop b4. So I think just castle here. Is there anything wrong with that? Castles, he takes d7. I take with the knight. We trade. I'm up a pawn. Looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, ironically, this is very similar to the situation I got into against the Norwegian player. I was up a pawn with an otherwise solid position, but I managed to blow it. Chess is hard. Yeah, let's go here. So now I don't need the additional protection on c5, so I can move this knight away. I don't want to give him anything to aim for on this file. I think I'd like to move this rook and move this knight away. Play knight e4 in the future. Maybe even next move, honestly. Yeah, I could play knight e4 here. Knight e4, we trade queens. If he takes f8, I take d2, and I am coming out well there. Can he infiltrate with his rooks? I guess he can play rook d8, so maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I might need one preparatory move before I do this. Also, there's knight d5. But I think rook e8 is better. Yeah, let's play rook e8. Looks more constructive. Get off the dark squares. That is correct, James Ramsden. Yes. More details about that in the future. All right, got to focus here. Again, there's not many chances in this event if you have a bad game or two. Got to keep those streaks going. Got to keep racking up the wins. And a win here with black against a strong, very strong IM would be nice. But can't get ahead of myself. The guy to look up in this game, by the way, if you want to know how to play this line for black, is the Chinese Grandmaster Li Chao. He plays this fantastically well for black. Okay, so now knight e4. I really want to play that. I don't see a reason not to at this point. Let's do it. You can play rook d8, I guess, but man, I'm almost tempted to take on c3 here. Can I do that? If I take on c3, he takes e8, I take with the knight. No, his bishop controls. Okay, so I can't get away with that. I think just rook c8. Yeah, we'll be solid here. Let's take with the knight. Keep d7 guarded. Let's deploy this over here. I can't take c3 yet. But let's just do that. Okay, why can't I take c3 now? Free pawn. He's going to start playing fast. But my rook's coming to c7 at the very end. That should solidify everything. Just be up 2 pawns. Take, take, rook check. Knight e5, rook c7. Guard the weaknesses. He has that move. I didn't see that. He can play that way. Okay, I'm going to do this. I got to play faster. Let's push this. That is annoying. I'm hoping if g4 I have rook here. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta push the b pawn aggressively. Give him that. We need this game, guys. I know I'm down time, but... go here. Oh, picked up his rook. That's very helpful. Let's come in with the king. Okay, got him. All right, got a little dicey at the end, but I had faith in the queenside pawns. Just had to hold off his kingside play, but yeah, I missed that he could play rook f8. I thought I was just consolidating 2 extra pawns, but he does have that rook f8 move. Okay, playing very strong player, Alireza Firouzja. I like playing guys like this, young prodigies who might be in the top 10 in the world in another few years. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Moblo, for the bits. Appreciate it. All right, playing a same-ish. Let's play knight g3. Fun stuff. I'm having a good time. You guys having a good time? It's always nicer when you're winning, right? We're off to a good start. Okay, should I trade here? I think I should. He's going to play h4, yeah. But let's do this. Try to complete the development. I think knight here is appropriate. And I want to get my light square bishop out. Play bishop d3 probably and castle. Maybe bishop e2. I'm not sure where the bishop belongs. Probably e2 actually. Yeah, let's go to e2. Okay, let's castle. A little worried about queen g5, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think I just play rook d1, for instance. And I can play knight d3 in the near future. Chessbay, you need some coffee? Coffee is usually a good choice. I am only drinking tea right now. I'm going to get another coffee, though. I've been doing a good job of cutting the coffee, though, guys, if you're at all curious. I'm not cutting it completely, but reducing my coffee intake. Okay, I'm really tempted here to do something with a knight discovery and then play f4. That's a pretty tempting idea, like knight e6 and f4. Just not completely convinced by it. But maybe knight e6, pawn takes, f4. That's interesting. I might be losing a pawn in that transaction, though. But I gain it back. I take on e6 at the end, right? Nah, I don't know. Okay. Something to think about, but maybe not my best use of time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for it. This might backfire, but I've been playing well in arenas recently when I'm playing aggressive. And that's one thing I've picked up from watching Daniel Naroditsky. And he even said this in one of these videos. You got to play for the initiative the faster the time control, especially in Bullet, but you know, Blitz as well. The initiative is premium. Okay, so now I want to take here first. Yeah, take that. And then if he takes to the bishop, I'm thinking queen takes e5 is the thing to do. Queen takes d6 rather, hitting e5 and e6. I think he was onto me there. He knew what was happening. So bishop there. Do I take d6? Is that even an option? His knight is trapped, actually. The knight has nowhere to go. It's pretty fascinating. Let's do that. Trapped in the middle of the board. I don't even have to take it yet. Because if I take, he gets to trade queens and maybe my pawns are weak. But and then he can't play rook takes f4 because I take e5. Okay, this is a big opportunity, guys. You know, never want to get too far ahead of myself, as I said countless times, but this is a very good position. Uday says he will find something, this Faruja. Yeah, he's tricky. I mean, these kids, this guy, and especially Parham Megsudlu, the world junior champ. I mean, they're some of the best young prodigies to watch. Oh, he can take there, really? Okay, so he's going to back the rook up to f6. I didn't even realize he could do that, but that should be good for me. Oh, there's so many nice ways I can play here. Take, and then rook f1. He has a check on e3 he can give. So maybe I play knight d5 first is the way to go. C5 is also hanging. I think I like knight d5. Yeah, I'm going to avail myself of this opportunity to get two connected pawns like this. Connected passers, just like we're talking about, because I think he's got to be dead. I stopped queen e3 check in the process, too. He's going to try to trade the queens. But this feels really bad for him. He does get his king involved, though, if I just trade everything. So let's give a check instead. Okay. Yeah, he finds the trickiest way to play this. All right, let's take him here. And let's take here. I have queen c1 ideas in store. Well, two pawns. They're connected pawns. Should be really good. Gotta watch my time, though, as usual. For now, he's blockading these pawns, but debatable if queen c1 is a threat. I mean, I might, if he plays h3, I should probably play bishop f3 first. Yeah, I'm not going to play it. I want to control d5 first. If he takes, I play queen c1, I think. Okay. Go there. Almost force a trade. Queen f5. Okay. Let's check. And I'm going to push d6, I think, next move. Must be winning. We're just talking about connected pawns, right? And it's not a complete slam dunk. d6. Okay, let's do this, though. He has to play there. E7 he can take. He's stopping me. Okay, let's play g4. It's close, guys. You can take, huh? Oh, okay. Ah, he has check there. Oh, but I think that's still good for me. Play faster, John. This check on d4, I play queen d4. Or check on c5, I mean. Should be winning. In pawns we trust. I predict he will check. But, wait, what? Okay. Let's just take here. Okay, now we get these off. This is easy peasy. Let's even just promote to make it really easy. Okay. We're going to roller mate him. Just like my mama taught me. All right, guys. That was a good game. I think I found some nice moves there, especially with the queen coming in down the D file. MW 1983. Next opponent, 10th place. So that game took a long time, but hey, against one of these prodigies, amazingly strong blitz and bullet player especially, I will take it. Thanks, Chess Bay. Thanks, Frello Pino, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, guys. All right, queen takes d4 is the way to go. Piece sack variation. I played this against Hans Niemann the other day, and that worked out quite well. I actually ended up getting 5 pawns for the piece, where you usually only get 3 pawns for the piece. There's some theory here. So white is supposed to take and then play queen e2. And then black takes on d2, queen d5 check, knight a6. Yeah, this is a fun line. This used to be really popular in the 1990s, the top level. So let's try to play these moves real quick. Check, knight a6. Toilet Noggin 99, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, d8 queen in that last game was not necessary, but you got to make good practical decisions in these games. Okay, plays rook d1. I think Niemann did that against me too, strangely enough. But I don't believe it's very strong. Do I play queen a5 or queen c5? I think maybe queen a5. Yeah, let's go queen a5. It's hard for him to defend this pawn. Can take on c4 with the knight. I take check, and then I can hopefully castle soon. Wow, Toilet Noggin, gifting 5 subs to my channel. Appreciate that, Toilet Noggin. So, Toilet Noggin 99 gifted subs to Chesserama, Slippy Bob, Ricky and Rooks, P. Delvod, and Slithy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. If queen takes c4, then queen takes e5. I win the knight. So, he doesn't have a great choice as to which way to take. I think this should be good for me. We'll find out. So now, once again, I have more pawns for the piece than I actually need. Like 3 is sufficient, but I have 4 now. 3 against 7. September, that's right. Thanks again, Toilet Noggin. I think I saw you on Eric Rosen's stream. Do you watch Eric Rosen's stream a fair amount? Because I think I saw you in the chat there recently. So very much appreciated. All right, tempting to go for the throat here with knight b4, but I think better to just castle. Castle and bide my time. Secure the king. No reason to allow knight d6 or even have to calculate knight d6. Okay, now knight b4 on the other hand is very tempting. King's safe. I think I'm going to go for it. I mean, he almost has to play knight a3 in response, and then I think a rook coming over should be good. Yeah, like rook here, for instance. I don't even mind trades, especially since this trade I get access to the d1 square, so. Ah, Eric's your coach, okay. Well, I bet he's a great coach, judging by the quality of his videos. All right, so I have a nice position, up material. Not yet winning or anything here. Queen b3 threatens mate, That's usually a pretty good thing. He doesn't have time for rook h3. Yeah, there must be some sort of mating idea after this move. Oh, he has queen c4. Queen c4 holds here. Okay, maybe I could have played that better, like rook d4 or something. I will have to trade, but even the endgame is very promising. Yeah, he has to play queen c4, only move. Okay, we'll just go to the endgame. Probably play rook d2 after that. Oh, he might take with a knight, in which case maybe rook d4. Yeah, let's... do I have to be worried about knight a5? Perhaps. Well, I'm going to start with rook d4. And we'll see if I need to play rook b8 or rook back to d7. Yeah, I got a little ambitious with queen b3. Didn't see that he could play queen c4. Yeah, I'm running the beta version, or the beta board. He's trying to attack my queen side. Let's play c5, just to kind of anchor things. If this rook leaves, I might swipe h4 at some point in the future. So I'm thinking of building a structure with the pawn on b6. It's a little vulnerable on a7 still, though. I don't quite feel secure yet on the queen side. But he doesn't have a lot of time. He's going to be in major time pressure soon. I have almost a 3-to-1 time advantage. Here's the standings. If you guys are curious, you can see we only have 78 minutes left. We haven't even got that many games in. But that's just the nature of the beast in 5 minutes. Plays h5, yep. Okay, let's do this. Could try h6 to kind of break up my position, but I don't think I'm greatly worried about it. Let's just play b6 here. I'll let him take. I mean, it slightly fractures my structure, but I think largely it's fine. Gives a check. Step here. I don't want knight e5 happening. He definitely has to pick up the pace now. That's a good move. Swing this guy over. If rook h1, maybe rook f2. Yeah, let's play rook f2. Can play rook f3 and trade, but I just don't think he's going to make it here on the clock. He also has his own back rank stuff to worry about if he moves this bishop, like rook d1 in various scenarios. Okay. Ooh, is this checkmating? This is a nice mate. Nice mating pattern. So note that my knight controls c2 and a2. Yeah. I mean, I can actually even pre-move this move, whichever way he plays it, bishop d1 or takes. Little mating pattern. That knight on b4 turned out to be handy. Okay. Streak is at 5, guys. Let's try to capitalize. Playing M. Rosick, 2287. I've been practicing my tactics lately. I've been doing 1001 chess sacrifices and combinations on Chessable. Got to plug my own site, right? Been doing that. It's a classic book. It's by Fred Reinfeld. I'm on like problem 520 or so right now. So I'm about halfway through the book. Just drilling some tactical patterns into my brain. Let's play e4. Tempted to play e5 even here, but no, I think I'll castle first. I think I'll castle and play rook e1. So this is now a good version of kind of a Benko mainline. And it's a good version because I swapped the light square bishops. He doesn't have a light square bishop here. is one reason. Okay, rook b1 or queen d2. Queen d2 seems sensible. That's always a nice move in these structures. Reinforce f2 a little bit. Reinforce b2. If rook b8, I can play rook b1, I think, pretty seamlessly here. He could move his knight, but... yeah, let's do that. I can also play h3 whenever I want. He'll probably play knight c7 here. And I think h3 is a good move in response. Hey, Milad. You like that maid hop in the DeLorean? Yeah, that was a fun one. Because initially I looked at rook d1, but he has bishop takes d1, of course. So then my mind went to how can I deflect the bishop from guarding d1? And I can deflect it in a very direct way. Play rook f1, make him take it, or block. John, why not e4 directly? You mean in this line? I mean, you can play it, but not in that position on move 5. He plays queen b4. So looking at e5, looking at just h3 once again. h3 seems good. h3 and then e5, it's really a nice situation. I think he's trying to take on c3 with this move. So if h3 bishop takes c3, I'd have to take with a queen. And maybe he likes that. So maybe e5 right away even. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm going to play e5 directly just to stop bishop takes c3. I'm pretty sure that's what he was up to with queen b4. He's trying to take advantage of the b-file pressure. Achieving e5 and forcing black to take with the d-pawn is usually a very good thing for white in these Benko accepted lines. Yeah, now he's got trouble on e7. Probably play rook b7. Then I'm going to shift to attacking e7 once again, just like I did in that other game. Queen e3 comes to mind. Queen e2 also is interesting, because then I'm eyeing up that knight on c7. Queen e2, rook, queen takes c3, though. I should be careful. So maybe queen e3 is better. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, the names are kind of small. I will work on that, Dino231. Yeah, that was something we discovered the other day. So sorry about that. It'd be nice to play d6 and then check and knight d5 or something, but not really seeing where that goes. Thinking about just a luft move here. Also b3 makes sense. Or even a4. a4 is interesting too, with the idea of knight b5. Queen h6 would be kind of nice. Go after his king. There's a lot of options here. Rook e4 is another candidate. Wow, Chessbay gifting more subs. I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to play queen h6. No, I can't because of queen takes c3 still. All right, I'm going to do this. No. I want to play queen h6 and try to get my rook over to h4. But it's not simple. Alright, I'm going to try it though. I used way too long on that move. This is where my perfectionist tendencies are coming in, guys. I don't like it. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll do this. He's going to play queen f6. And I shouldn't be fearful of that endgame. It's just, I want more. d6 here maybe, huh? He can still take on c3. It's unbelievable. No, but can he? I played takes. This might be good. I'm going to try it. It's interesting. It's a clearance sacrifice. So if he takes, I play rook e8. Also, I'm threatening knight d5. Couldn't resist. Just went for it. I mean, I have some problems on b2/c3, but very hard to resist this idea. Yeah, again, Chessbay, thank you for the gift subscriptions. Pawn Morphe, Macalo, Cybernian 1952, 1001, Mirzu 9. You got a sub, courtesy of Chessbay. I think e6 might be the best option. And I can still play knight d5, but there is queen g7 after that. Yeah, he plays e6. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this back rank problem once and for all. So queen takes c3 isn't a threat. Okay. Let's just defend. I can take this. Also, queen c8 could be a threat in the future. But I think I should keep the queens on the board in view of the time situation. Ooh. Free knight. Check. Now bad things should be happening to black's position. Knight g5. What? All right. Win that game. Again, time management could be better, but got the job done. Streak is at 6. Who do we have at the top? Narditsky. He's 8 out of 8. How many games have I got in? I'm 6.5 out of 7. I have a good score, but yeah, it's going to come down to games. Like squeezing in an extra game or 2 games even is really helpful. Another nice pairing here. Lunda's TV. Play fast. Try to take care of business against the lower rated players. That's the name of the game. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic. I agree. He sort of collapsed there at the end. It was a tough position for him, though. Hey, Tattered Green. I've been getting a lot of Slavs lately. This is the E3 variation, the Dutch variation. Same line I played against Murma. He played e4 here. I think I'll do the same thing. If this guy plays e4, I'll play it the same way. Take the pawn, no fear. Okay, plays rook d1. So now if e4, bishop takes c3, knight takes e4, white doesn't have enough compensation, period, because black has managed a castle, so. Plays knight h4, interesting. If I take and play knight e4, it takes g6, I take here. At the end, I think I'm going to go here. That seems a little more challenging. I have some ways I can try to confuse him here. Like if f3, I can do some sort of knight d5 idea. Either knight d5 directly or take c3 first and knight d5. Looks interesting. So he therefore plays his knight back. But now this is a very nice situation for me. I can go for e5. He's wasted some time with the knight. He's put himself in a pin with multiple pieces. Belgian Novice, thank you for the 1,500 bits. because Mubot told me to donate. Thanks, Belgian Novice. Good to see you out here. What's my go-to line versus the Nimzo? I usually played either e3 or queen c2 against the Nimzo, but lately I've been avoiding it altogether and playing knight f3 on move 3. So okay, plays d5. That looks correct. I could play knight b6. Yeah, knight b6 seems decent. If he takes on c6, I might take on f3 first, maybe. Not 100% sure. Okay, here. I could try for some pin business, like take and then trade, but not. I think I want a5 in. a5 is a really useful stabilization moves in these structures. I do allow bishop e3 with the attack here, but I don't want him to play a5 and kick my knight away and kind of destabilize my bishop. So I think I'm happy with this. I don't know about my last couple moves. Knight b6 maybe wasn't best, but this still looks pretty good, and I'm up a lot of time. Oh, I got some turkey jerky, guys. Bought it at the store the other day. Haven't eaten lunch this afternoon. Get some protein in. Let's do this. G5 might not be bad here. But I can wait a move. I don't have to play it. Let's just centralize. He's playing a reasonable game. He's playing very solid. The mic is low? Really? Let me try something. Indeed, it is a little low for some reason. All right, we'll see if that makes a difference. Bishop d4 looks annoying here for him. Yeah, I'll put it there. He can't take, he's pinned. So I'm thinking try to cut off his defensive d5. Also, maybe queen b4 is an idea. Now it's better? Okay, good. Was it like that the whole time? I'm sorry, if so. I'm going to go for this and then queen b4. And apply the pressure to the position. He's just awfully tied down here. This is under attack. b2 is loose. a4 is loose. Plays queen c2. That's probably a good move. His time is a big problem here. Just do this, keep the tension. When your opponent's in time pressure, it's really good to think about keeping the tension. So I'm just going to defend e5, reinforce a little bit. Looks very tough for him to just find a good move. Plays that. That's probably good, but now I can take here. I actually could have done that last move. Let's do it. And I'm going to swing over and take on e4 next. Okay, let's just take here. I'll keep the attack on f3. Bishop c2, I guess I can run away, queen g4. Although that's not perfect. I maybe should have avoided that. But no matter. The time is the biggest factor by far here. And I'm up 2 pawns. Okay, he takes. Let's take with the rook and defend. Take like that. Let's take. If he takes with the rook, he gets mated. Rook d1. Okay, so he resigned. All right, so we get a victory there. The streak is at 7. I'm starting to creep up there, but these guys, I feel like they've got a couple more. Yeah, wow. Like Blitzstream has gotten 12 games. I've only got an 8, and he's only scored 9.5. Only 9.5. But he's winning games quicker than I am. I need to pick up the pace with that. You get no points for the ratio, your win-to-loss ratio. It's all about total number of points, so places a premium on playing aggressively, which I sometimes have a harder time with. Playing Captain Carter. Okay, let's play this line. Queen b3, c4. Probably play queen c2. And I'll go g6 just to try for bishop f5. Sometimes you can play bishop f5 without the preparatory g6, but not this case because he can take it. And if I take b2, if his knight was still on b1, that would be working for me. But obviously that's not the case. I'm real tempted after he moves his queen to go after his dark square bishop. I think I might do that. Let's do it. Hey, Tom Walker. Hey, Z Nation. I'm doing well today. How are you guys? Happy Friday. Let's just develop now. I don't have to take this guy yet. I will, though, soon. Let's take now. I don't think I really have to fear knight g5 or even an attack down here, so I'm just going to castle. I think he'll probably castle too. And then I want to play either in the center with e5 later or on the queen side. I might move this queen, play b5, eventually get b4 in. Yeah, I might just play queen d8, let's say, or queen c7. Does that. Okay. So let's back this off. And now he castles. Interesting. So he might try to sneak in e4 if he gets the chance. So it's kind of a reason for me to play e5. I'll do it. I expect him to capture. And then play for the d4 square. I think I'll put a knight on f3, try to pivot on d4. I have a backward d5 pawn, but I have more space in the 2 bishops, so I feel like good play. Hey, Terminal. Plays b3. That seems a little risky. But maybe okay. Let's take here first, just see which way he recaptures. Might leave some tension between these pawns. I'm not sure. He'll probably take with the knight to reinforce. Hard position to judge. I feel like I'm a tiny bit better here, but he's pretty solid. He takes with the pawn. Okay, so I think getting the rook over makes sense. Just line up with his queen. Thanks for watching 1001. Enjoy your new sub, courtesy of ChessBay. Oh, I'm so tempted to just take everything on d4. Material-wise, that actually works out pretty well, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this move first and try to bait him into playing rook e1, because then f2 is weaker at the end. So if he plays rook e1 here, which is a natural move because I'm threatening to take and uncover potential attack against the bishop, if he does that, now I take, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, hitting the queen, also the rook behind it, and I'll have an attack on f2. So he does that, but I think this should win a pawn for me once I open this baby up because of this. Oh man, this is going to be a close one, I can tell. Not for Naroditsky, apparently, who's already got a 7-point lead, but the rest of us mortals. Oh, okay, no. I think this is working for me. A7 might be a little loose at the end, but I'm hitting his knight on d2 as well once I take on e2. So I think this is good. So if knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, queen takes d4, we swap queens, I take e2. He doesn't have time for rook takes a7 because a rook takes d2. So yeah, I should be coming out a pawn ahead. Oh, somebody got banned. Okay, so he's just going to take. So extra pawn. Good winning chances. He's way down on time. Let's keep the pressure. Can take on d4 here. And I actually don't see why not. Well, I guess he can take and play knight f3. Okay, fair. I'll take, I can play rook takes d2. But I still have some trouble. Let's just play this move. I feel like this is not a bad move to play. I never have to calculate queen takes a7. Keep the tension, keep the pressure. Even here, I'm thinking of keeping stuff on board. But no, actually now, if I take... Yeah, let's take. Take here. Got all the back rank stuff covered. There's no rook c8. So this should simply be very good. Massive problems on f2 and d2 even. Probably just has to let me take on f2. Play something here, but... All right, next game. Streak is at 8, guys. 30 points. Playing Jeff, 1900. Let's go d4, d5 again. Haven't really been playing any g6, but I'm having good results with the Slav, so I say just stick to it. Why mess with a good thing, right? Let's play bishop g4. Okay. There's some theory in this line. Does it go knight c6 or e6? I think it goes knight c6. Yeah, there's some theoretical stuff here. I used to know this. Maybe 6 months ago I would have known this. Wow, this guy knows what he's doing. I think this is the move now. Yeah, I think f3 is the move, actually. You have to be careful about white pushing these pawns e4 or g4. He takes, okay. I think I should take with the pawn, paradoxically, because if I take with the rook, he plays e4, and bishop b5 is coming. So yeah, let's take with the pawn. Come back here. Expecting g5, knight d7. Then I'll play e6. He's made a lot of pawn moves, so I feel like if I can put my bishop on d6, I should be in good shape. Maybe meet bishop f4 with queen b6 sort of stuff. c5 could be handy. Okay, let's just play e6. Reinforce. I need more tea, and I also have to use the bathroom. This could be problematic, guys. Let's play... Let's go queen b6. I got to keep my streak going, though. Yeah, this feels awesome for me, but let's first play this move. Play around with the idea of bishop g3 check. He'll probably play e5 if I were to guess, but e5 is not so desirable for white because after I move the bishop, c5 later is always going to come with more force. Yeah, it does kind of look like it, Carol Khan, you're right. He just castles. Just a nonchalant castling. Okay. I'm going to do the same. I could try bishop g3 and take his h-pawn, but I don't think that's a great idea. My bishop might get trapped in over there. Now, I calculated a line, so if he takes... Okay, here I can just take it. Which way do I take? Probably with the bishop. Knight takes also looks pretty good. But yeah, let's take with the bishop. He's pinned. And bishop e3, I think I can take on b2 even. He takes e5, I take c3, I'm hitting his bishop. Just have bishop d4 there. Yeah, on this move, maybe I should just drop my bishop back. I know he's not even threatening to take on e5 yet, but that might be the thing to do. So I could take, he takes, take, bishop d4. Get some play on the dark square. So yeah, I'm just gonna drop back with my extra pawn. Musab says, hello, John from Georgia. The state or the country? Hey, DJ Penguin. Yeah. I wouldn't want to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch my stream either. That sounds way too early. Yeah, he was playing well up until he played e5. Maybe some of the other moves were a little sketchy, but I think allowing me... Do I keep the queens on here or not? I'm going to keep them on and try to go for a quicker knockout. Some bishop h2, queen g3 ideas, or even rook b8. Rook b8 looks really nice now, because he can't defend b2. But yeah, he played the opening fine. I have a feeling he knows the theory in this opening, but I think he just didn't play it properly. Okay, that's clever, because he's attacking h5, but I'll take this anyways. I feel like c5 somewhere here should really bust open the position. Let's play queen a5 first. If he takes here, I can maybe play queen takes here first. I think I can. Oh, then he has bishop d3, I guess. But yeah, I'm not altogether too worried about his bishop being over here. Maybe I should take, though, first. Yeah, let's take. And then go c5. If g6, I can play knight f6, and that should be good. Can maybe play f5 here, but feels like it shouldn't work for him. Okay. Let's take this. Hit the knight on e2 a couple times. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm thinking about g6. Also thinking about just maybe making a trade move. Let's play this one. Hit his bishop. The bishop looks a little awkward, and if he plays rook f3, then I can take on e2 because he's blocked his queen from coordinating with his knight. Okay, does that. I think I can check. And then maybe take on d4 next move. Just seeing if there's any crazy discoveries I got to worry about. If bishop takes d4, I'm thinking rook takes e2. And then take on d4. Yeah, remove the defender. He's pretty far down on time at this point, too. As long as I don't get mated, I'm going to win this game. So he goes for it, but now I take with check and I take his queen. All right, let's keep pressing on here. Ooh, did Naroditsky lose? Naroditsky suffered a loss. He's on 10 out of 11. I'm in third place, playing Lenderman. All right, big game right here, guys. Well, he's in third place, actually. That's what this says. Big, big game. Let's focus. So someone was asking me what I do against the Nimzo. Well, mostly I've been playing knight f3 on move 3 to avoid it recently. Good to hear, Doc Wop. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I can't really answer any long questions right now. Kekstrim, I see you probably asked a question there. But really trying to focus here in this tournament. Take this. Can't play b5 because I take. He's pinned. Whoa, that's loud. Belgian Novice, thanks for the 500 bits. Support for beating Lenderman, he says. Thanks, Belgian. I think I want to go back to d1. I remember looking at something like this. Just going to castle. I'm going to take now. Takes with the knight. Interesting. Yeah, probably is. It makes sense. There I might run into some queen d5 business. Okay, let's just develop. Bishop comes out. Yeah, I don't think I did a good job of setting him problems here. Knight d4, you can play queen d5. That's really annoying. You can play bishop f4, but that doesn't lead to anything. All right, I'm just going to do this. I has knight e4. Why am I allowing that? Of course. How to be worse with white in 15 moves. Right here, guys. He's going to get the 2 bishops. Fortunately, I don't think he gets any more than that, but yeah, not a pretty situation. Bishop f3, maybe? There's knight d5, I guess. I'll still play it. Try to neutralize that bishop. Yeah, something went wrong here. Probably right around the time I took on c5. He's going to agree to the trade of the bishops, which I think should help me. Let's pull this guy back. Okay, let's go here. I want to play rook c1. Let's do this. If I can keep the disadvantage to a minimum here, I might be able to hold this despite having a lot less time. Keep him out. Try to bring my pieces up. e4. e4 is problematic. Knight d4 is not looking too pretty, but I might have to play it. Yeah, I don't see what else to do here. Try king d1. You can play f5 though, I'm worse. Probable continuation. f5, king d1, rook back, rook c1. Suffer in the knight endgame. But alright, maybe I can do something here. Oh, you can take and play knight f4. Ooh, knight f4 is annoying. I gotta go for counterplay with knight c5. And hope. Gotta go for counterplay. Kind of worried he's just going to push these pawns. Like the F and the E. I don't care if he takes the H, I guess. All right, I mean, I might lose, but at least it's not going to be without risk for him either. G5, probably should not have allowed that. These pawns are scary. Yeah, actually, he's probably just winning now. Yeah, I think the pawns go through. Yeah, f3 is too much. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't looking good. Maybe I had a chance to survive at the end, but it was looking real tough. So my streak stops against Lenderman. He just outplayed me there. Maybe I could have played... I don't know, next game's going to start in a second, but... Maybe here I should play King E1 or something, but what can you do? Got to go to the next game. Commando. Hey, Dishonest John. 34 minutes left in this tournament. Here are the standings. We're not streaking at the moment, but we can build it back up, hopefully. Another Slav. The D-pawn I don't think was really going anywhere. I could have tried to push it, but I didn't really see it going anywhere. Bishop G5. All right, let's do this. And then I'm going to take on E4 next. I think. Could also play Bishop A6, but now I'm going to take here. You can take C4. But this doesn't feel like what he wants. In the QGD exchange, what do I like? I switch off between those two plans, knight e2 and knight f3. I used to play more of knight f3, or knight e2 rather, but now I play more knight f3 in the minority attack. It is a matter of preference though. Okay, so let's develop this guy. Pretty much aiming for c5, but maybe knight d7 first. I am up a pawn here. Haven't really seen this way he's played it with bishop g5 before. Okay, let's play bishop e7. I should probably get castled now. Knight there. That's a little weird. Doesn't look quite right. I'm going to play bishop f6. I don't know why you'd withdraw your knight from the center like that. Let's take it. So you just wasted 2 tempi. c5. Yeah, I guess I'll play c5. So if he moves this knight, I take e4. Think about taking b2, but that seems a little greedy. Let's just castle now. I think it's high time I castled. So about a half hour left in this tournament. I'm in 11th place. I'm kind of sliding, but it's real tight at the top here, as you can see. Nardzitsky on 12 out of 13. Blitzstream 13 out of 16. Lenderman 11 out of 12. I'm on 9.5 out of 11. That's the same score that Meg Sudlu scored at the World Junior Championship. He was 9.5 out of 10. Won the tournament by like 2 points. And then he lost in the last round when it didn't matter. He's one of those Iranian prodigies I was talking about. All right, so I'm up 2 pawns here. Can't play f5 because he plays bishop takes e6. I could prep f5, though. I could play this move. I like the look of that. If knight g5, probably just h6. But we'll see if he notices that this is a threat now. Looks like he does not. Any complications? Nope. Also, I'll have a convenient attack against f2 at the end of this line. Let's see, let's take this way. Could play rook takes f2. Go for some back rank shenanigans, or just take. Yeah, I think just take and play e3 is the best. Does have knight c5 stuff, I suppose, but yeah, it feels like this is going to be very strong. Gotta watch h7, like make sure he can't play bishop d3 in some situation here. I guess I have queen h4 to bail out if I need to. Do I have rook f5 here? It's kind of a nice move. Rook f5, he takes e6. I can take b7. I should probably not play that. Okay, let's just do this one. And then bishop d3, I'll play queen h4. Be nice if there was some direct bishop takes g2, but I don't see that working out. He pins the bishop. Okay. He's starting knight takes e6 maybe. Should I even take on c4? I could take on c4 here. I'm a little behind in development, but that's a really strong position. Nah, I think queen h4 is just a lot safer. Yeah. I was worried about some rook takes d5 business after the queen trade, but I don't think it's ever working for him, especially when I have e2. Oh, maybe it is working for him, actually. Okay, he didn't play it, but yeah, rook takes d5 would have been interesting there. Because now I should be able to just complete my development. Was e2 winning immediately? e2, I have check. e2, g3, rook f1. And then there, I'm guarding d8. Yeah, I think this is easiest. Very important that my bishop guards this square. I think these are the games I need to win faster, though. I need to get used to winning them faster. Okay, now I'm just mating. I'm sort of playing my usual conservative, double check everything, safe style, but I think in this format, it's better to just try to beat them as quickly as you can, the low-rated players. M. Rosic again. All right, first, is this the first Scandi of the day, guys? I don't recall having played a Scandi other than the white side of that one Scandi against the 1100. So this might be the first Scandi of the day. I just talked with a student about this line. I think I want to take and play queen b6, and if knight f3, play bishop g4. Yeah, and you get an improved version of a French defense by virtue of this pin. Okay, so he plays knight c3. Do I take first or play e6 first? And does it matter? I think take first. I'll take with the queen, and then I'm going to play e6. Yeah, Team Scandi, get those emojis out. Thank you, guys. Okay, he's doing that. Yeah, I'm going to play e6, because I think I'm going to win this pawn. I mean, he could defend it somehow. Yeah, he can play that move, I guess. That does defend it. But strategically, this is nice. I'm very happy with this. This knight's coming to f5. His king side's pretty wrecked. This is why the e5 variation is just not a great idea, I think, for white. Okay, so a6 maybe, or just knight f5. Let's go knight f5. I like the knight there. Bishop e7, castle short, a6 in the future. Steely says this is a dream position for a French player. I agree. Yep. I cannot argue with that. Wonder if he's going to castle queenside. I don't even know if I played it correctly. Like bishop takes f3, debatable if I should do that right away. I did get him to take with the pawn, so that's an achievement. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, rook there. So if I castle, there might be some complications with bishop h6. Even that I feel is like really solid for me. Kind of curious if he's going to castle queenside. But I'm going to play this move first. I'm solid right here. So just rook c8, kind of get on the file. Makes a6 stronger later. I can take with the rook. Okay, now we know he's not castling queenside. So just a6. Yeah, let's play a6. I won't commit my king yet. He keeps that on board. Call me crazy, but I'm just going to castle here, guys. Because I don't believe bishop h6. I think bishop h6 I can actually refute in a couple different ways. But queen takes d4 even should be fine. So I'm just going to castle. I think my king's really safe. Let's take with the rook. I'll be curious if he plays it. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? Okay, now... Yeah, okay. Bishop h6, I think I should play king h8. That's the other move I was thinking about. Now that he's taken on c6. Yeah, king h8. If he takes g7, I take. And I always have rook g8 to defend. My bishop controls g5. I think he's coming up short there. So hopefully now he's burning time thinking about it. And I can always do this if he plays that. I got nervous for a second because if bishop h6 I play queen takes d4 here, he can play rook takes g7 as one move and try to deflect my knight. Even then I might be okay after king h8, but I don't want to get involved with that. Keep an eye on the standings here. We're coming down the home stretch, 22 minutes left. Naroditsky, Alex Lenderman. Oh, he's going to go for it. All right. Is there any way else I can refute this? I mean, I could take and play g6, but I don't even think that's necessary. I'm going to encourage him to sack the house here and play bishop g7, knight g7, queen h6, rook g8, and see if he can take me down there, but I don't think he can. I believe in the inherent integrity of my position there. There's too many pieces defending the king. Because if you have to play bishop e3 with your tail in between your legs here as white, which you just did, it's probably the best move, but you're not happy. Okay, so now just rook c8 looks pretty good. Rook c4 is interesting too, but I think I like rook c8. Pump up the pressure. I should bear in mind knight takes e3 might also be a thing because he doesn't want to take with the queen because it takes there. Okay, so he's doing that. Bishop b4. How about it? Pressure. Beautiful knight on f5. Unshakable knight. He wants a light square bishop so bad so he can play bishop takes f5, but not going to happen. Let's just take. He's scrambling for cover with his king, but this is over. I do need quick wins. I agree, Dishonest John. I'm in 10th place. It's going to be real tough to get top 5 here, but we'll see what we can do over the next few games. I don't have a streak right now. Okay, this is going to lose quickly because I have rook c2. Hopefully he resigns. He doesn't seem like a guy, yeah, who's going to drag it out. So pretty good game there. Streak is at 2 now. So actually I had won a game prior to that. Forgot. So now I am on a little streak here. I'm still going to play d4, but we got to win this game fast. You know, if you budget 8-9 minutes for a game, I need to win this in probably 5 to have a chance. Okay, let's play this. I'm going to go for a kingside pawn storm later. Keep my knight off of f3 so I can play f4. That's the name of the game. All right. Knight f5 is interesting here. Let's play this. Put the bishop on b2. Queen b6. I don't think I care too much about that. Let's step here. I need some stuff going towards this king later. Knight f5 in particular could be really helpful. Let's do it. So if he takes, that knight on g6 has no real home. I'm hitting his bishop. I'm hitting d6. Knight a4 maybe in the air. Okay, he plays that. So now I can do some stuff with like knight h6, knight a4. It's just taking on d6 looks pretty good. Let's play this first, though. I'm going to take on h6, I think. He has queen d8. Queen d8 I missed. That wasn't ideal. All right. Still nice, but I think I should have played knight takes d6 instead. What can you do? Thanks, McJamma. He said, love the game commentary. Thanks, man. Is he going to play knight e7 here? Knight h8 would be pretty funny. Knight e7, I have the option of bishop takes f6, which I will probably do. Or will I? I don't know. No, let's try to roll him with the pawns. This bishop's too valuable to just take this measly knight here. We got to roll him up with the pawns. G5, I don't really want to allow. Could play c4 here, but he's coming into e3 then. Let's do this. If c5, I'm going to pull the bishop back to g1. Fianchettoed knight. Not recommended, but it works. Yeah, a Scandinavian player missing queen d8. That's right. I need my Scandi card revoked for that. That egregious infraction. He's going to sack the rook on a8. I don't even want that, though. Maybe I should take it, though. Let's take here first. And then I'm going to play c3. Takes with the pawn. All right, I'm still going to go c3 because he's got to put his knight on a6. This bishop is just a monster, though. I kind of don't want to part with it. Let's go here. Yeah, I'm going to keep the bishop. Let's take this bad boy, and then I'm going g5. We're going to try to bulldoze our way through here. Beautiful bishop. I had bishop b7. But okay, that might still be there. I'm trying to mate him. You often face this decision as an attacking, when you're in the midst of an attack. Like, do you go for the material or do you continue playing for an attack? Let's go here. I don't know. He's helping me open lines. I don't think he should have taken there. Okay, let's get more pieces involved. Queen here, maybe rook f4, perhaps. Okay. I have an idea. Let's do this, and then I'm going to play f6 next move. Assuming rook b8. Okay. This guy's crafty. He's not making it easy on me. Still a pretty messy position. It's queen here, I guess, but I was thinking g6 after that. Feels like this should be good. Threatening g7. He can take on f6, but I take here and then knight g6 is landing. I mean, maybe that even somehow holds for him, but he's really in trouble on the light squares. Yeah, probably play queen d3. Threaten all sorts of discoveries. d5. Wow, it's creative. But this is just winning a piece. Can also take f7, but no, win the piece. Win the piece clean. Do it with check. Okay. I'm being careful to make sure he doesn't have some sort of capture on h3 or lose my knight. Step here. Knight up should be good. Threatening knight f6. And if queen e5, queen takes h6. Okay, I'm not winning this game so fast. Not because of my opponent's fault, but... All right, let's do that. He has a couple checks, but I think they should run out soon. Yeah, like no knight f4 or knight g3. I think I will play knight g3. If f6, check, win the rook. If queen g7, knight f5. Okay. So, final cut 64, 12 minutes left. This might be the last game. We'll find out. It's tough, guys. I'm in 8th place. I'm playing the Exchange Slav, but you can play the Exchange Slav aggressively. You can play it for the win. Oh, he hung his rook? I didn't notice. Okay, let's jump this up. Try to attack. I'll take with the pawn. Okay, he doesn't want to do that. All right, so now let's just castle. It's hard to get an attack when he plays like this. Hey, Dragon Mates. So Lenderman is in the lead right now. I wonder if Naroditsky lost to this Phoenix player, which seems improbable based on the ratings, but I was paying attention to some of the chat there. I'd really like him for me to him to take me. Let's play the bishop back, maybe queen d3. His knight doesn't have a lot of squares now because he can't go to e8. He's pretty boxed in here. I'll try for queen d3, I guess. Plays his bishop back. Let's do this. Potential tactical problems. Hey, Tactical King Sack. Hello, Tallfan1. Plays that right back. Ooh, man. I think I can do this. This will be nice. And then bishop h7 next. And then when he takes it, check, take on f7. Yeah, he might just have to play king f8 here and suck it up and play down a pawn. I think he will. Now, can I like win this game in time? I mean, if he plays king f8, it's going to go for a while, I think. He's down one pawn, but it's a rook pawn. He's still relatively safe. I'm looking for some sort of fast way to attack, but there's not really a good one. Probably just got to take d7, pull the bishop back, and nurse the extra pawn. This is definitely an idea worth remembering, though. Narditsky lost to Igor Kat, who is now banned. That's too bad. Because you can see that one game makes a huge difference. He could have 15.5 out of 16. Yeah, he does that. All right, let's just take... pull this back. Yeah, I think this will be the last game, guys, unfortunately. Just too tough to get another game in like this. Play the knight away. He's going to put his knight on d6, I think. Okay, let's open this up then. I have a time advantage. I have a significant time advantage here. That's helpful. He's got to watch himself because of bishop takes g6 stuff, so probably needs to play king g7 here. He does. Knight g3 is interesting. I think I like rook d1 as well. Let's do rook d1. I'm going to dare him to take on d4. And then I'm going to play queen g4, I think. And those pins seem real awkward to me. He doesn't do it. So now queen g4, he has rook h4. D5, he can play e5, I guess. Let's play this. Guard the h4 square. I mean, he might be able to take. He's not going to tempt fate. All right, so let's threaten. I got to use this big time advantage that I have. And knight takes g6 is a pretty big threat now. If rook h6, d5 could possibly gain in strength because his pawn is pinned. Does have knight e5, I guess. No, I'm going to do it, though. Looks unpleasant for him. He doubles. Just take. Rook takes h2, I'm not worried about. I can take his queen. My king marches out. Unless he has knight e5 at the end, but that seems... Even that looks very good for me. Queen c6, okay. So I could shut down his play completely with h3. But now knight e5 is sort of annoying too. This is sharp all of a sudden. Even on that, he can play knight e5, or can he? I'm going to make an unusual decision. I'm going to take here. I think this could be good, though. So if he takes, I check on d7 with the rook. Otherwise, he has a lot of threats, like knight e5 and rook takes h2. I'm not sure I'm getting there in time if I play just e takes f7. This, on the other hand, looks pretty strong. Knight e5 is probably best, but check. He takes my queen. I take c6. If he takes there, I'm guarding h1 always with my light square bishop, so I don't think I have much to fear. And he's going to have to take a lot of time finding that. Okay, this just loses, though, right? Yeah, just check. All right, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Not going to be enough time, but that win does help me. So now I think it's a matter of, you know, I'm going to play aggressive here, guys. Try to go for something, but matter of if I can maybe gain it a little bit. Let's play some aggressive stuff, right? Might as well. Try to play as aggro as possible. This is some theory here. He's got to remember what to do. Bishop takes f6 is the move. This is the Mahler attack. Very famous line, d5. I show this line to some of my students who are e4 players. Tom Walker, thanks for the 500 bits. Yeah, I mean, there's not nearly enough time, but you never know. Maybe he'll resign or get confused or something. I'm moving down the list. Might even go down another couple notches here. I will offer him a draw right at the end just to try to get a point or two. Yep, this line is possible. Some sharp stuff here. That's too bad. I am not afraid. I do not like hearing that. How does this go? I think I'm supposed to take here. In Queen f6, you trade and play Rook e1. I had another game just like this in one of the Arena Kings recently. So I should know what to do by now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. It's a weird line because you actually do trade queens, but you have an attack down a piece even after the queen trade. So check. Offer draw to get another game. That's an interesting strategy. I'm going to see if I can checkmate him. I mean, that seems a little dirty for me to do that. I'll play this out. I will offer a draw if it gets down to, 20 seconds or so. Some serious mating nets he has to avoid here. I think I should offer a draw at 20, maybe 15 seconds. Maybe you could drag it out a little further, but probably not wise. Please take the rook. I took the correct way, but now rook g5 is coming. This king is trapped in. Axiom Fox, thanks for the resubscription. Hello to you, Peter. Oh, I'm winning, but he's getting mated by force here almost. I think he is, actually. Oh, I hate to do this, guys. But I need the points. Oh, I can't offer a draw. I haven't even made 20 moves. Yeah, he's just going to let time expire. I couldn't do it. Yeah. At least that's instructive, right? You know how to play that line. You can't offer a draw before move 20. I forgot about that rule.